Welcome back to more Resident Evil Requiem, and today we go through what some have considered the worst segment in the game. So if that's the case, hey, it's all uphill from here, right?
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
Except now that we will be seeing exactly what the YouTube folks will be seeing as well. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. You don't actually need to mess with these people. There's going to be a segment later and zombies spawn anyway, so don't even worry about this.
Yes, lots of zombies.
Oh, thank goodness. Emily! It collects things.
Yeah, so that stalker enemy that we've been dealing with, that is Myra?
Yeah, Maya.
You can do this.
Yeah, Emily's friend that she mentioned. I think last video or the video before. It's her. So we just gotta hope that Emily doesn't turn into one of those, because that would suck. So sometimes Grace will react here. That's because ordinarily, God, I don't remember her name. I'm going to call her Maya because I feel like that's it. But if I'm wrong, she'll be running around here typically. I've got a mod on to get rid of her. And honestly, this section is so painful, for me at least, that I needed her gone because that made this somewhat bearable. This area is really dark. I can't see where I'm going most of the time. I played this for like, I think 3 hours before we test played this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I got like 6 minutes of usable footage, which is what you're seeing right now.
Like a rainbow in the dark.
Ah, nice Dio reference. Love it. Goes back to my Tomb Raider video where I did as many Dio references as I could. And even in post, sweet. I added a few. Thor got so irritated. Oh, that was hilarious. Awesome. So that cylinder, power cable, whatever it is that we got, we will be using that here and there. They used this in Resident Evil 4 Remake. I can't remember if Leon did this, but I know Ada did in separate ways. Where she had to remove power plugs and put them in different slots.
Alright, lot of back and forth with it.
Yeah, I got something I would like to put into Grace's slots, or Ada, or Ashley, or Claire, or Jill, or Rebecca.
Hey.
Yeah. Sheva? Yeah, yeah, Sheva. I don't think I'm missing anybody.
I think it was
Adult
Sheva's,
Sherry? Yeah, Adult Sherry. Yeah, she's good.
Sheva's voice actress. She was in that new fan-made Resident Evil movie.
Okay, well, I still haven't seen that, but we got an item, which we are going to need. And some Mexicans are going all crazy outside. And Myra would be showing up here. if I didn't have her removed. And for some reason, it took forever to get Grace to go through this gap. On both recordings, YouTube and Rumble, she took forever to go through there. I know, I was doing something wrong.
Barely made it.
It wasn't that close, Grace. You're fine. Nothing's here. Grace, come on. You know me. I only want to love you. I won't let anything happen to you if I can help it. Let's ignore the couple death sequences I showed at the beginning of video 1. We're not going to talk about that.
That was just a bad dream. Just a dream. Just a dream.
A hallucination, if you will. Ooh, a premonition. So she could avoid bad shit happening. That's what that was. One could say a deadly premonition. Huh?
Oh, yes.
Huh? Right, so there are several ways you can tackle this area. I liked doing this, but when you have Myra chasing you, I'm not sure what the best route is to go. What I do feel like helps is having multiple options. So, yeah, for whatever reason, when Grace has the flashlight on, I can't stare at her and gaze at her wonderful, wonderful body and the wonderful art that was used to make this mod that we're looking at on Rumble. So I come over here and unlock this. This is the route I decide to take, but you've already said to me that Myra can pass through here. So that
Yes, she
seems
can.
annoying. Yeah.
And she can drop out of the ceiling in this room.
Yeah, see, that sucks. So it's not a guaranteed win, but it is another option. Because if she's in here, then you can run around and she shouldn't be in another area if you try to take another route to do what we need to do.
Oh, look. He's trying to work the crane.
He is. I wish I had brought one of those explodey things. I would have done a stealth on him.
Yeah.
But I didn't. No forethought.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Even though you've got an inventory full of them.
Yeah, I do. So this is number 2 of 3
Yay.
already. Every time she says, that's 2, that's 3, I think of that Deep Space Nine episode, The Darkness and the Light, season 5. Do you remember that one?
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that one.
That is the episode where there's a Cardassian that Kira disfigured because of some explosion that she helped cause. I'm not going to call her a terrorist because they invaded her
Freedom
planet.
fighter.
Yeah, that works. But some bomb she planted, she was a part of that operation. He tried to say that he was just a clerk, some innocent guy. He wasn't a military officer.
They were trying to cut the baby out of her, weren't they? Because he deemed the baby innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a whole other plot point. But yeah, that episode.
Yeah.
So she would get these messages every time one of the members of the resistance that was involved in that attack was killed off, and it would just say, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So every time Grace says that, I can't help but think of that episode. Actually, a pretty good episode, come to think of it. Kind of underrated, I think.
Yeah.
Because it really kind of brings into question a little bit of what Kira does. I still agree with Kira and what she did, obviously as a freedom fighter, but it does show that it's not pretty no matter whose side you're on.
Yeah. The follies of war.
Yeah, and this was, of course, after Duet, so Kira had already grown. So it's not like she looked at this guy necessarily as a monster if he hadn't done anything to hurt her people. But since he did, he was a psychopath, and so she was not fond of him.
He was scarred by what happened to him.
Yeah. And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like, understand where they're coming from. They want their planet back.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that theory that the Cardassians were actually Bajorans who crash landed in their solar sail ships a long time ago and the planet changed them?
No, I never heard that one.
I've heard that theory about them before.
No, I never heard that one. Although apparently they all came from another race at one point, according to that TNG episode, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
The smell.
I'm really surprised there was no timed mechanic of get through here or you get sliced and diced. I really would have thought they would have done that. Oh, I'm sure it's bad, Grace. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta tough it out. Come on, girl.
Yay.
You can do it. I wasn't sure if this guy would come back, so I thought, just in case, I would go ahead and do this, but he won't come back.
It'd be bloody good if he did. He's missing his head.
Hey, headless horseman. That's a myth, so why not? That is part of a puzzle, and that also opens up a door, which gives us something really valuable that we want. So on the YouTube version, they saw me pick up a map there.
Yeah.
But on this, I didn't pick it up. It doesn't matter. What sucks is we did this whole test play where I went and collected everything. I crafted a bunch of stuff. And then I must have overwritten the save file because I lost it. And I had to replay this section several times. Once for this, once for the test play, once for YouTube. And then parts of it I had to replay just so I could save my progress. So that sucked.
Ah, man. That happens.
It does. At least I got the recipe for creating Molotovs, so I don't feel too bad.
That is good. Everyone likes Molotov cocktails. Now, if you look here, due to the mod, she's stuck in the vent work.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she does otherwise, but we're not going to worry about that.
She tries to grab you.
Ah, okay. The sound design, like you've said before, is really good.
Yeah.
When I say things like he said before, I'm also on his Let's Play of this game, so if you want continuity for that, you got to watch his playthrough as well.
Yeah.
I will say this, so since we're on Discord, there is a bit of a delay, so we're not trying to be dicks, we're not trying to talk over each other, it's Discord. Sometimes it happens due to delay.
Yeah, Discord sucks, man. It only puts this at 30 frames when it should be at 60.
Yeah, it makes it really brutal to look at.
If you guys have any suggestions for a new platform that's better than Discord, leave them a comment below.
Yeah, because it does feel like Discord is on its way out. Which, can you believe we've been in Ty's Discord for at least 5 years now? Like, wow. I've known you 5 years now.
Yeah, we just had this 5th anniversary last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Discord let us know that. We wouldn't know that otherwise. So yeah, that's a whole Discord thing. Damn it, Maya. I'm trying to do shit here. Shut up.
Yeah, stop busting all the lights.
Yeah. Hunt. When. I was experimented on. When. No one cares, Maya. No one cares. And I'm sure her name's probably not Maya, so none of this makes any sense, but who cares? Maya was Aya's sister in Parasite Eve.
Ooh.
There's definitely a lonelier attitude or atmosphere in this part. And then the atmosphere just ramps up. It becomes this claustrophobic, kind of intense thing, which is interesting. And it just comes in at random, it seems like.
Oh, yes.
It's not bad. I wish it was more prevalent throughout this area. And at this point, I didn't realize that I had to go to the right to get through here.
Yeah. For the viewers at home, if you're trying to go after the super secret puzzle, you have to let this run for 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's what you have to run for 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, this conveyor belt.
Oh god, I really don't want to go in there.
No, Grace, I wouldn't want to do that either, but we got no choice. And so I put on the God mode mod because of this section.
Yes, the zombies keep trying to grab a piece of Grace, which I can't blame them for.
Yeah, but the problem with that is then I get turned around. I can't see where I'm going. I'm already lost as it is. It's already really dark. The camera switches, and I just did not want to deal with that for video editing purposes. So that's why the God mode is on. I don't think it actually matters. There might be 1 or 2 instances in a segment coming up where I might have got grabbed, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. It's just for video purposes. I wanted to not get turned around as much as possible.
I can't blame you. This is quite annoying to get through.
Well, you saw me doing this during the test play. This was awful during the test play.
Yeah.
And during the YouTube version, I had to kind of fight my way through here. This was pretty bad on the YouTube version.
Yeah, I had the major difficulty with this as well, getting through it first time.
Yeah, it's so hard to see. There's so much shit going on here. I don't know why somebody thinks that making a game pitch black is a good idea.
It's supposed to be for the horror.
Yeah, but you can do horror without pitch black. The original Resident Evil games were bright as fuck.
Stay calm, Grace.
Yeah,
And they pioneered the survival horror genre, so
they did.
I don't feel like it's asking too much to not have a game be pitch black. And I remember about 10 years ago, no, I wasn't familiar with this channel at the time, but I watched it after the fact. I remember Ty complaining about Silent Hill 2, OG of course, being too dark. Which, fair enough. Yeah, darkness is not scary. It's just annoying. Is all it is.
It is. You probably want to save there if you're playing at home.
Yeah, that's why I chose to save there.
Fuck.
Oh, Grace, it's not that bad. It's fine.
Yeah, they've even left the items on the side of the walls.
Yep, which I don't pick up because I didn't know they were there. So there's a couple bodies you can preemptively shoot, which is nice.
Yeah, the ones nearest to the blades you don't have to bother with because they're gonna disappear.
Yeah, but I shot them anyways because fuck it. Why not?
If you can't guess what's gonna happen here.
Then you have not played The Evil Within.
Yes.
Processing. Shit, no. No.
I know, Grace, it's bad, but we'll make it through. I feel like this is much more fair than anything in The Evil Within, but that's okay.
Yeah. They're just making mincemeat, that's all.
Yeah, but this is something straight out of The Evil Within.
Yeah.
Definitely. Something they would have done. But it would have been a lot harder to deal with.
Yeah, there'd have been probably hands coming out the floor holding
Yeah.
you still and like the
Yeah.
hands of Hades.
To be fair, I have infinite ammo, so that is making this a little easier. But it's still easier than anything in that game. You just want to keep moving back. Unless you're playing on the hardest difficulty, then I cannot help you.
Yeah, you'll have to unlock the infinite ammo
Yeah.
unlock if you want the infinite ammo.
It would sure suck for Maya to show up here.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
That's good.
Yeah, the game's not that cruel.
That's good.
That was the Evil Within.
Yeah, absolutely. She would have definitely showed up here.
Yeah, I'd have tried to push her into the blade to get rid of her. Regenerate on this.
That actually might have been a way the Evil Within would have wanted you to finish her off.
Yeah.
You never know with that game. God help me, I'm gonna have to redo that game at some point. Ugh.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I know, but my mic quality was so bad on that LP. I'm gonna have to redo it. It was terrible.
Re-record the audio then and put a new one if you've got the footage files.
It stopped. It finally stopped. Thank God.
Well, maybe. I'll see what I can do. It's nice that Grace mentioned her Lord and Savior God. She didn't say Jesus Christ, but I assume it was implied. So we're going to move on, and we ignored this because we couldn't do anything
Not a free Emily and
with it at the time. Awesome. We had to do this because if you don't pick this up ahead of time, you would get locked in here.
Yeah. Basically, you have to leave that other side powered just to get what you need from the other side.
Yeah.
It's like a loop.
Yep. But as you can see, when you know what you're doing, this isn't so bad. But it sucks when you can't see very well and you don't know where you're going.
And now we get to go on the super fun happy slide.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun part. And thanks for spoiling it for them. Whee! Whee! Whee!
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Aw, poor Grace.
There's something else you can put in her mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, you can drain that big blood pool to get loads of blood if you need it.
Yeah, that's why I was showing that off.
Yeah.
And thank you for filling that out because a really close sounding helicopter just flew by.
Ah,
Yeah, what the hell?
police maybe?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's circling. We're not going to worry about it, but yeah, that's why I was quiet. Awesome. So we already got the fuses from there.
Yeah.
Now we just have to pick them up again because they've been placed
Yes.
in a couple of places.
We need to get all 3 fuses to put
Yep.
in the top power slot.
Yep.
There's a tricky empty injector that you can grab out of one of the cells after you do that.
The save file I'm going off of, I got it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I did not pick that up for either the YouTube or Rumble version of this video.
Ah, okay. Well, as long as you've got it on your backup save file, that's good.
Yeah, you definitely want to pick that up because I don't know how often you find those, but those are the things you need to increase your health. So
Yeah.
we definitely want that. Plus your gun ability or shooting ability or whatever.
Yeah. It's not the steroid, it's the other one, innit?
Yeah, stabilizer maybe?
Yeah, stabilizer.
I remember that term from Dino Crisis. I do love the intensity of these sound effects. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. So, yeah, you might want to rush over here, grab this power plug, and then go through the vent, or whatever way you're going to exit this room, do it quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't show this off. There's a safe here. There's a file in here, but I didn't realize that it's behind Grace. I got it on the test play, but I'm too lazy to put it in.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's useless.
And if you're going for the lockpicks, there should be a lockpick in here to pick up for the lockpick achievement.
Okay. That's cool. I love how they threw in rats there. They didn't have to do it. It's just kind of creepy and weird.
It's world building. Of course there'd be rats down here.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it.
Yeah.
Just for something different.
Rats are small, scrappy survivors.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess those cages are like the cages in the Resident Evil 2 remake, the prison cells where you can kill the zombies, but they're going to come around anyways. Or respawn,
Yeah.
whatever. Which, I don't like that.
It's to make the scene more cinematic, I suppose. I bet you the game developer, oh, they're just going to kill all the zombies there. We'll just put some more in to make it more tense for what we got planned.
Yeah, it's like, if you're going to do that, at least prepare for that and either make it so the player can't kill them or just allow the player to kill them to preemptively avoid that. One of the two.
Yeah. It's like that one zombie in Code Veronica in the jail cell I couldn't kill.
Yeah. Oh, Code Veronica. I actually have the desire to play Resident Evil again. And I don't mean this game, I mean Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica. I consider that Resident Evil more so than anything else. You probably don't have to save there, but I chose to, and I'm glad I did because I had to redo this part a few times.
If it's your first playthrough though, it's highly recommended you save there
Yep.
for this part.
And this is where you would get that empty injector he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's in one of the cells.
Also, tap A or X here, don't hold it.
It's me! It's me! It's Grace! It's Grace! Calm down. Grace? Yeah. We gotta get out of here. Hold on tight.
I'm scared. Why is it so loud?
It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go.
Yeah, this part would be really annoying if I didn't have God mode on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. It's just bringing you down. Why won't they close? Stay away! Come on! Go faster!
Grace?
Are you hurt?
I'm okay.
That's good. Good, Emily.
What's going on?
Hurry! Go!
Grace? Grace? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. How about you? You okay? Here, I kept this safe for you. Thank you. Let's go. Hey, Emily, do you maybe want to leave with me? It's not safe here.
Okay.
Good. That's good.
Is it really? Because who's going to take care of her? Are you going to do it, Grace? Because I think you're barely holding it together. All right, we can put her down here.
Yep.
So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all next time with more Resident Evil Requiem. And this is a pretty badass pose. I like that.